It seems like our work culture is changing really fast, not just because of AI and technology. Entrepreneurs are shifting focus, maybe not for the better. So earlier, I spoke with the author of An Entrepreneur's Guide to Freedom, Mark Rampolla. Mark, so good to see you.
Thank you, Colleen. Great to be with you. I love Colorado, so I'm thrilled to be there, at least virtually.
Absolutely. Well, what do you mean when you say that most entrepreneurs are stuck?
What I mean is, from my own experience in working with hundreds of entrepreneurs, I find that often we're all chasing this dream, and we have this myth: work really hard, make a ton of money, and then we'll be free.
Right.
And the stuck part is that we're chasing. And I've seen people become decamillionaires, centimillionaires, and billionaires and still not feel free. So they're stuck in the chase without living in the real life and the here and now.
Wow, the freedom part is missing. So what are the secrets to outer success? Can we go there?
Sure. Look, there's some typical ones that I don't get into in this book. There's the selling and the marketing and the brand building and the running the business. What I have found is those are available, and most good entrepreneurs can understand those. I found that it's the inner journey. It's the inner journey to really understand ourselves, our own strengths and weaknesses, where we get stuck from our past, what's held us back, that allows entrepreneurs to unlock really extraordinary success.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you say that there's one thing that every entrepreneur is missing. This is like everybody lean in. What is that one thing?
There's a few things, but I do highlight one. Know, accept, and love yourself.
Oh, wow.
I find so many entrepreneurs are trying to be this perfect example of what an entrepreneur should be. I should be this, I should be that. Well, he's that way or she's that way. And what I found personally, what I find and I work with all of our entrepreneurs to do is get to know yourself. You have within you gifts and talents that are exactly what you need if you can block out what's been holding you back and try to stop being someone else. Be yourself.
Wow, that's good advice for just about everybody. How can we all get better results in the workplace with less effort? That might be a not possible situation, but can you help us out on that one?
It's absolutely possible.
Okay.
I have a couple dozen examples that I go through in the book, but I'll give you one.
Okay.
It's called an energy audit. And the concept is that it's actually not time that's our limiting resource, it's energy.
Huh.
And if you can take one activity out of your week and move it from an energy down to an energy up, just eliminating one activity a week that drains you, you'll be amazed what happens with your productivity and results. You do that across your organization, it becomes exponential.
Wow, that's really interesting. Now, there's a lot of talk about people saying the way things were done back in the day. I hear that constantly, and what it's like now. So explain the difference, and to be honest, Mark, which way is better?
Look, what's better is a judgment call, but I'll say this. When I look at the way most businesses operate today, even tech businesses, we're following an 18th century playbook. And I'll give you one example. The adage, there's no place for emotion in business, right? No feelings, there's no place for that. That is so outdated because the reality is you can't eliminate it. We're human, we have emotions.
Right.
But neuroscience actually proves now definitively the link between emotional connection and outer results. In fact, manifesting what we want takes emotional awareness. So I encourage entrepreneurs, get in touch with your emotions, feel your feelings, and don't let them hold you back from where you want to go.
That's brilliant, and I love that. I do want to say, talking about feelings, I'm so sorry to hear this. You lost your home in the LA fires, and I know several people that have, and my empathy just goes out to you. But you say that the experience has helped you feel even more free. I'm fascinated. How so?
Sure, I'll tell you a little bit about that. I mean, look, it was a challenging time, but in many ways it gave me a chance to eat my own cooking, so to say. So one of the things I did, like never before in my life, I felt the feelings. I went through sadness and anger and disappointment. I'm great, like a lot of entrepreneurs, at diving in and solving problems. But this time I took a step back just to feel the feelings and experience it fully. It also allowed me to ask this key question, which I love, which is, what if this was happening for me, not to me?
Oh, wow.
Right? We spend a lot of our time blaming and shaming. Oh, he did this, I shouldn't have done that. what if this happened for me?
Wow.
Now, I can't tell you exactly how that is yet, but just even asking that question is unbelievably liberating because it gives me a chance to say, okay, how might this be opening me up to something even more amazing?
Unbelievable. That is so inspiring. And to be honest, in every way, I'm going through things right now too. It's so helpful to rearrange and reapply that question to that. It kind of gives you a lot of freedom. I can see that. Well, An
Well, I
Entrepreneur's
appreciate you
Guide,
sharing that. It means a lot
absolutely.
to me.
An Entrepreneur's Guide to Freedom, 7 Steps to Living Beyond Limits by Mark Rampolla is available now wherever books are sold. Thanks.